It's Cloud Festival 2015, and so good to be talking to, I would say the Soorleys, but I've just heard you guys saying the Soorleys, and now I'm a little bit confused. What is it? Anyway, round of applause. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a massive crowd.
Yeah, it's just overwhelming. Thanks, guys.
So anyway, yeah, so how do you say the name?
Oh, it's our mum's maiden name.
Okay.
And it's Soorley.
Great.
Soorley, and but we just take anything really because it's a tricky one phonetically. But we've had some shockers. We've had people call us the Sporleys.
The Smileys.
The Smileys. Smallies. So actually, it's okay. We're okay with it.
The Smileys is nice though.
Yeah. It is.
Hey. That's cool. If I called a band my mother's maiden name, it would be the Arabagloss. That's not a good name, right, for a band?
Arabagloss.
The Arabagloss.
What kind of, did you get weird, well, I guess, did she get weird pronunciation?
I have no idea, actually. I've never talked to her about it. Well, I mean, why have you called a band after your mother's maiden name?
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of weird, but, well, there's 4 sisters.
It's not my mother.
It's a very, no, so Sam's our brother-in-law, but it's, we just kind of wanted something that just tied everyone together. Yeah.
Cool.
So, and actually the Soorleys, there's not many of them left in Australia, so we kind of wanted to, keep the name going. So, yeah.
Great. So you, as you just said, from Australia, from which part?
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
So 2 hours north of Sydney.
Great. I actually wanted to ask that question because I just found out a piece of trivia about you, Sandy. You actually used to play for the Knights, rugby league team.
Yes, when I was 18, I played in the under-18, so I guess it's not the NRL side, but yeah.
That's incredibly impressive, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's really good. And when we used to play touch football, like we'd always be so bad at it. And Sam would just be like, okay guys, come on, like we just got to really use our football skills. Joey Johns, yeah. So he taught us quite a bit growing up.
And he's obviously quite a hard man too as well, so it comes useful in a fight, I imagine. Although I can't imagine there's much call for that in Christian music, really.
Never.
Have you seen our video clip?
Yeah, you got to watch that. There's lots of fighting in there.
We have a brawl between the 6 of us.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's great. Your music is amazing. I'm interested though at how your sound developed because it's not quintessentially Australian, is it, in sound?
No, it's not really. We all kind of have our different backgrounds, what we listen to, and I guess all of us being songwriters, it's just when it comes together, it just meshes into that sound, which is helped along by our producer Nick Manders. So yeah.
How would you describe the genre or the sound? I know it's a hard thing to do, to pigeonhole it, but what do you think it is?
People call it fun folk because it's really a lot of folk is the minory sort of chords and slow, but we tend to think it's pretty fun, I guess, and people label that.
Awesome. I hear on the grapevine that you're working on some new material and that there's going to be a new album coming out soon or a new EP.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So we recently recorded our EP and we're planning on finishing it while we're here in New Zealand. And the plan is to have that released. It'll just be like another 5-track EP. And planning to have that done for March soon.
That's cool. Is there a focus for this group of songs, or is it just an eclectic group of songs, or what were you trying to achieve with this one?
Gee.
We wanted a little bit rawer. Is that a word?
Raw.
More raw.
More raw.
Yeah.
Because we love our last EP, but we kind of thought we wanted really to capture that live sound, which is like literally everyone just gathering around and having a sing along. So I think we definitely wanted that bit more kind of dirty sounding, or a bit more gritty or something.
There's a lot of I think there's a lot of gang vocals in this album, rather than the like 3-part, 4-part harmonies. It's a lot more big gang vocals, so yeah, it's really cool.
I don't think you've experienced the Soorleys until you've seen the band live, and I got to see you guys live today. I'd heard your music before recorded and love it, but actually when you see it live, it's just even better, and you bring so much passion to your performance as well. And it is, I think the fun folk thing really works because it is a lot of fun. I was asked to ask you about the dresses, ladies, because you always look amazing, and it's a similar sort of look every time you perform. Do you have to sort of coordinate that? Is this how you dress all the time?
I think when we started out, we kind of just wore whatever, and then I think Chris Young was kind of like, oh, maybe you could just tweak a few things here, here and there. Like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't wear that weird thing. But yeah, I don't know.
There are times when we have to say lovingly, you can't wear that on stage. That's heinous.
It's usually to Millie.
She's not here to defend herself, but yeah. So.
Do you guys have doilies in Australia?
Yes.
Doilies, yeah. My wife has so many doilies.
She loves doilies?
She loves doilies.
Yeah, and don't take this the wrong way, but actually it looks like you're...
Does it look like I'm wearing a
dress is
ginormous
made
doily?
from doilies.
You could put like a nice
No, it's-
crystal vase or
Yeah,
something on there.
I could be on a table
Yes.
Yeah,
as a tablecloth.
I think it's very nice. It's a great look. Do you sort of feel left out, not being included in all
I
of it?
I feel like left in because in my room today, before we came here, there was like 1,000 dresses all over the floor, and yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very in
You're feeling part
that.
of it.
Yes.
In terms of your Christian message or your Christian faith, how do you communicate that through your music? And is that a deliberate thing for you? Is that something that just comes when you're writing?
Yeah, I guess, well, we've always, all of us in the band are actually pastors' kids, so even our two guys that really jump for us as session players, there's 8 of us in the band, we've all grown up in church, so we kind of, it's that funny thing, hey, like we didn't want to, we could have done anything with our music, but we kind of really wanted to reach people that might not go to church, I guess. So our whole thing is reaching, we'd love to be able to reach people in a place like this or in a pub or anywhere that people can kind of be like, oh, these guys have a lot of joy and what's going on here? Like, why are they so happy? And we feel like it's a really good, it's such an awesome tool for us to be able to share Jesus. Like, I guess because we feel like he's done something amazing for us. So I guess that's why we're so energetic on stage, because Jesus has done something awesome for us, hey.
And the last 2 gigs that we played, which one was in Byron Bay, which is pretty loose town, and then one was in Tamworth. Both gigs, people have come up and said, do you guys go to church? And we're like,
Oh, really? Yeah.
we do. And they weren't Christians, but they were like,
Yeah.
we could tell. And we're like, oh, that's cool. So,
Well, thank you so much for being here at Cloud Festival. I know there's a real connection with your band and New Zealand. I mean, you've mentioned a few New Zealanders already, and the guys that are producing your album, and Chris de Jong, and your manager's a Kiwi as well, so you guys must kind of like it down there.
Love it. We love it here, eh? Every time we come back, we're like, oh, could we live here? Oh, it's so good.
it feels like Australia. Oh, it feels like home, I guess.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Really nice to talk to you guys. Thank you so much. The Soorleys.